Hello everybody, I'm Florian, I'm president of Dynamic AI56. This is my partner Roman.
Hi.
And we want to tell you today something about AI process automation for enterprise business communication and why it's important for customer care. Before I start the presentation, I would like to remind you on two things which are always important for every business I started so far. It's why we do what we do and why we're different. So please try to really focus on this during our presentation. So let's get started. Who we are, we told you. We are 12 people. We started with AI products 3 years ago. Our first company was Vern AI. It's a sales automation company. It's automating sales emails. And this was the point where we got this requests from companies, from SVPs, VPs, heads of customer care, HR, finance. Hey guys, it's super great what you do, yeah? You reply in the way how we speak to our customers, yeah? But what you don't do is, you don't automate the actions in the backend, means in the CRM and the databases, all these things, yeah? Which you really need, because most of the things are repetitive, yeah? So we started thinking, what is the mission and vision of our company, Dynamic AI56? We really want to help enterprise companies to become more customer-centric, to get into this empathy economy, as Gartner is stating it. Yeah? And the only way to do this is via technology, via AI. This is really the belief what we have for about 3 years. And beginning this year, we really had the first success moment when we had the first company running on our product. And since September, we really try to scale our business here in the US. This week, we closed a big auto windshield repair company who is operating in all 50 states. We are eager to also close other companies in the next couple months and weeks. And the reason is very simple. 80% of these actions are repetitive. They're repeating. You know, it's always the products, the services, the people. Yeah? Maybe names are changing, maybe the products are changing a little bit, the services. But it's always the same process, which you have to automate. So why we do what we do? Forbes, McKinsey, all of these big companies say 85% of all business communication is repetitive, time-consuming, costly, but imperative for the success of an enterprise. All these people we're talking to, they said, hey folks, there's not only email, there's also chat, there's WhatsApp, there's Slack, there's voice. I mean, some people, I think, have already heard something from Duplex, from Google. It's the same thing. It's speech to text, text to speech. It's the same system. It's nothing new itself. And the thing what our APA is doing is it's automating this 80% with a CRM, with a database, no matter if it's SAP, if it's Salesforce, or any other database. We can do it as long as we have access to the system. This is very, very important. And the remaining 20%, we route to the right people. That means if it's not repetitive, it's a completely new task, what you don't have in your databases, yeah? Then we bring it there. And we do it in real time. That means in 3 to 15 seconds. And we really have excellent semantics. We are not a chatbot. We are not an RPA. We are one step further, but Roma will explain this in more detail and also have a really good chart to go into this. I think what's also important is that we're on the same page regarding the figures we're talking, and I think you all know them. First, I would like to look into the inboxes. In 2018 means this year, we have around 280 billion emails a day. And that grows by 5% on a year-on-year basis till 2021 to 320 billion emails. So the question is, who will read them? Who will reply them? That's the question. You can hire more people, you can try, or you try it via technology. There's another channel which is also very, very important. But before I go there, there's another really important figure that I don't miss this. Breaking this down to an agent, this inbox figure means 120 emails. 120 emails a day. This agent has to read and to reply. Question is, who can do this? I can't do this. Messaging. Messaging is growing even faster by 7% on a year-on-year basis. This year we have around 2 billion users via Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Telegram, and so forth and so far. This grows to 2.5 billion by 2021, and it's very, very fast. For example, let's take WhatsApp. WhatsApp has 450 million daily active users. You have 2 billion minutes of voice and video calls a day, and 65 billion text messages a day. Yeah? So the question is, how do you want to tackle this? Yeah? Because WhatsApp is rolling out is a business solution for enterprise customers. So how do you want to tackle this topic? Why is it important from a financial perspective for enterprise companies? We looked into the figures of Fortune 500 companies, where you can see the profitability, the share in revenue, and it starts from technology on the top, via financial services, going down to wholesales. These companies, they have two things in common. They are first under constant pressure to be more efficient and to be more profitable. They have this all in common. They have to be. I think most of you know this. You have to do the same job, or you have to do more with the same budget or with less budget. That's a matter of fact. And as we know now, the messages, the emails, they are growing. The calls are growing. People have easier access to it. So how do you do it? People cost money, technology most probably. The only way to automate this business communication and these processes is from our knowing via AI, because you know what these people are saying and you know how you can translate it into business processes to automate them accordingly. What we showed, first case for you, is an automation process for HR, which we made for Philip Morris International. They asked us to do this, to go for the next step for a proof concept. And we also showed this at the AI Summit in San Francisco.
In this demonstration video, we are going to show AI process automation for human resources. Roy Connors is seeking a position of Chief Data Officer. He found a job opening on the company's website and decided to apply. Position is closing soon, so he has to hurry. The dynamic AI system at the company HR department has classified this letter as job application for an open position, according to the CRM. The system is going to fill in a new application record, but some necessary fields are missing from Roy's letter, like his LinkedIn profile. The dynamic AI system requests needed information from the applicant on behalf of HR specialist. Roy did not expect such a fast reply, but he fills in the bits and sends a response quickly. All the messages of this mail chat session are recorded in Angela's mailbox. When all the information gets collected from Roy, the dynamic AI system creates an application record in the CRM and drafts a request for HR to ask the CEO to arrange an interview for the candidate, featuring a link to the CRM record. After a careful review at the HR department, Angela decides that Roy should be invited to the interview with the CEO, so she submits the draft. Mr. Hall, CEO and President of Dynamic Automation Inc., is in the meeting. In a gap between presentations, he checks his Slack and sees the message from the dynamic AI bot. This message was generated by the system when Angela has sent that email and contains all needed information for his decision. Mr. Hall approves the request shortly. The dynamic AI system has captured the CEO's approval and made a draft for Angela to send to the candidate containing the interview details. Now she will check the details and send it out shortly. In this case, we've explored the following features of AI process automation: incoming message classification and a CRM query for open positions, automatic dialogue communication with the candidate to retrieve needed information, CRM record creation based on responses, drafting messages both for inside and outside communication, and finally, redirection of requests from email to Slack and back. Using the dynamic AI system for process automation for the Human Resources Department saves time and allows to keep candidate impressions high.
So, basically first video you see, and now we're going to technologies what we use. Today we have developed a patented novel NLU stack. For realizes technologies, we today have best last results from natural language processing and machine learning. To merge these two ideas together, we proposed absolutely new approach. It's genetic coding. It's idea what automatically write sources code who realize AI for business. For you better understand what is different, I show you for first evolution of these technologies, automatization. So first step what we have in this world, it's a robotic process automatization. This way we used it before, and we spent so much human resources. It's make automatization, but basically not full. Biggest part work we make. Next step, two steps what we have today, it's machine learning with classification. It's basically new what we have today, and it's the best technologies today maybe. It's good. It's really make big automatization, but this technology is working with classification. What does it mean? Classification means if we should make something automatized, for first we should analyze data, we should make models, we should make clean idea, split this, train these models. We should make ontology, it's static graph. We should realize all of this. So basically, if we're looking, it's handwork. It's handwork, but it's handwork from IT guys and from linguistic guys. So it's expensive, it's hard. And support this, it's really hard. It's super expensive and slow. What we propose is next step. Next step is dynamic AI. This automatization basically uses best approaches from machine learning and natural language processing. Difference, it's next level of automatization. Now we don't spend time to analyze your data. We don't spend time to make ontologies or classification groups. System makes it full automatically. And next step, in real time, system supports this result. System in real time update on dynamic ontologies, update these categories every second, every minute. This is idea. So now you see, this technology, it's AI too, but it's basically absolutely different. Now we don't spend human resources to automatize business. So, conclusion. Today we have automatization companies, and these companies propose for you static ontologies and classifications. Yes, it's automatization, but we spend so much human resources to build these technologies. You have so much question from IT companies to understand how you work to build these ontologies. It's time. It's really hard. And next step, supporting all of this. It's again really hard. So it's old word, I think. We dynamically automatize up to 80% of business communication in real time. For this, we use this evolution technologies, this genetic coding, who look into your data, looking how you working, how working your employee, and make categories, ontologies for your business, and monitoring your business every time, every day. And something changed if in your business, system changes immediately changes category, immediately grow up with you. Now we're going to integration questions. Today, for integration, we support all what have text. It's chats, it's mails, it's voice. Voice basically we convert to text and again back conversion. Chat and mails, it's the same. Small difference, mails have more text. For classical chatbot, it's possible to understand sense. It's big text, it's really hard. But what we use, it's absolutely different technology. This system possible understand page of text, understand what this text mean, where more important part, where second important part, and make normal classification. Why it's possible is don't make we, it's make system, it's make other AI. And next question, actions. For system, all what do your employee basically is the same. Automatization what we have, actions, routing information to right persons, it's action. Labeling, it's action. Drafting or make after responses, it's action. Chat with dynamic ontology, again, it's actions from your persons. And working with CRMs and databases, reading this information and change this information. against these actions. And system all of this see in real time and make it full automatically. It's not simple, yeah. But I now show you two videos and you better understand what system do and how system work.
Customer service is the provision of service to customers before, during, and after a purchase. The perception of success of such interactions is dependent on enterprises' ability to handle a tremendous volume of messages via various channels to the satisfaction of their clients. The dynamic AI solution features real-time learning and automate business processes to common requests in the way your company is normally allowing your operators to react to more complex requests. Let's take an example from an internet service provider company. A billing system operator mistake resulted in wrong invoices being sent to customers, so the company is receiving a huge amount of complaints. One of the customers had found that her invoice for the last month is incorrect, so she sends his complaint via website chat widget. Customer's message gets processed through dynamic AI process automation and is considered a new topic that has no canned responses. Operator's input is needed to provide an answer. Resulting message is sent to customer. A new topic record is created in the dynamic AI knowledge base and learning is conducted in the background. Many other customers are complaining about wrong invoices. This customer, for example, is worried about his discount. Before showing this message to a support operator, the dynamic AI process automation has checked the knowledge base and found one possible response. But due to the low volume of requests, it has not received enough feedback to ensure that this response is correct. Therefore, operator evaluation is needed. The operator has considered the reply from the knowledge base and decides that it is relevant. The system has accumulated feedback from the operator. The more feedback it gathers, the more confident it becomes. Now the dynamic AI process automation has accumulated enough feedback on some topic to become fully confident, so it can respond automatically without any operator assistance. This customer is also concerned about her invoice. The dynamic AI process automation has provided a response in a blink of an eye. As long as the initial request is considered the same topic, the responses are fully automatic. In this video, we have demonstrated automatic learning and response functionality of the dynamic AI process automation with an application to customer care. Thanks for watching.
So, what do you see in this video? Really, it's simple. System how your employee look into this chart and make basically the same. It's really simple. And system learn with your employee really fast. System see all of this information, collect this information, and try to understand what part of message is important for your employee. So it's not numerical technology. System really looking to words, to phrases, to emotions, and use this information to propose next steps. And if system have small precision first time, a possible proposed draft and employee controls the situation. Next step, system have really big precision. Basically with this we focus only with big precision, 90-95% system should sure what system do. And in this way, system make it full automatically. And if your employee something changed in this dialogue, system see in real time and in real time start change this. So it's first idea, how system learn. And now I show you next demo. Idea from next demo, it's to understand how working chat and dynamic ontology, how we build it in real time.
Dynamically learned AI anthologies can be used to automate business communications and processes in the banking and insurance industry. For a pre-sales specialist, it is important to gather all required information in order to make a product offer. Without automation, the specialist spends a lot of time asking all the same questions from case to case before she can select a product for the customer. With dynamic AI process automation, the system can learn what questions are appropriate in either case by observing the communication with the human operator. All needed information for each case is passed to a finance specialist once off. Imagine a new customer is asking about mortgage refinancing. The operator spends some time gathering all the required pieces of information from the customer in order to find a matching product. Every piece of information is required to calculate a monthly rate. Dynamic AI process automation can ask questions on the specialist's behalf when it detects a known case. For mortgage refinancing, there are 4 required parameters, as was learned from previous chats. AI process automation starts asking questions in a sequence. Each customer reply is collected and saved for future service. The process repeats for all the questions. Responses are collected automatically and buffered in the AI process automation core. Now, having all needed information collected, the dynamic AI process automation is ready to call the finance specialist in the chat to make the product proposal. While the demonstrated case of communication shows just a sequence of questions, the dynamic AI process automation core consults the dynamic anthology, which is a tree-like structure where each path leads to the completed case. The customer moves from level to level, providing more data and therefore making his way to the solution. To verify such a complex dynamic structure, the dynamic AI process automation continuously gathers feedback from all available sources to confirm its decisions. Manual screening is the ultimate authority on correctness of operation. A small fraction of automation-eligible cases is passed to human operators in a mandatory manner, and if they react the same way as the AI suggests, those cases are considered verified. In this video, we have shown use of dynamically learned anthologies in the dynamic AI process automation to save time for the finance specialist while pre-selling bank products. Thanks for watching.
So again, it's very simple video, it's very simple idea, and you see it's really simple to look in how work employee and make copy of this, try to understand this. So, and this idea, patented idea, this genetic coding, who in real time write sources what realize AI for business. This idea do this really fast, and this system understands how you're working. We only analyze how working language only. The system understands how you're working, what you do with what data, and how you change your business every time, and working with you and grow with you. So, thank you.